Hello and welcome to Gym Sessions. We are here in the freshly revamped Trailhead, the bike shop in Shrewsbury, and tonight's guests we have Mark Greshon and Hannah Wilson. Do you want to explain what you do first? What's your job?
Yeah, so an extra, I am the fairly new head of brands.
Right, okay.
So you want to know what that means, or?
I think we could, we'll be chatting about it.
Okay,
anyway,
yeah, no worries,
so,
okay.
Hannah?
I am brand manager for Crank Brothers and Physique in the UK and Crank Brothers Sports Marketing Manager.
Okay. So before we get on to your jobs, etc., I think first thing we need to know is how you kind of got into biking, really, you know, like the early days. Do you want to go first?
Okay. So when I was at school, I used to go out, I used to ride a bike after I got back from school just to do some fitness training, because I used to play netball, which was a very girly sport approved by my mum.
Yeah.
Got a bit bored of riding on the road, got bored of netball, and then some of the lads said, come mountain biking, and I went out on a Scott timber with some cantilever brakes, and they were like,
that's a while ago.
Yeah, it was like 93 I think, and they took me down like the steepest, sandiest slope they could find just to try and scare me.
Yeah.
It didn't scare me, it just got me hooked.
Gave you the buzz for it.
Yeah.
Okay, you must have been maybe young then.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I've ridden it was cross country was my thing, because I lived in the Midlands, I lived in South Cheshire.
Yeah.
So, and then went to uni and discovered that actually getting an uplift to the top and just riding downhill was way better. So,
So Mark, about you?
I got my first mountain bike for my 12th birthday.
Yeah.
Which was in 1989.
Yeah.
Which was
I'm not that good at maths, so I'm not going to work out your age from that.
Yeah. Which was a Peugeot Laser 15-speed SIS.
Yeah.
About the same frame and size I ride now.
Yeah.
And I think it was when mountain biking first started becoming popular. Got a bike for my birthday. Grew up in the middle of nowhere in North Yorkshire, so plenty of places to ride it. And just kind of rode around and kind of got more into it. Probably did my first race when I was about 16 probably, as a junior, and just ever since then kind of rode bikes. Played a few other sports as well, but partly because I lived in the middle of nowhere, my bike was.
Is this all in North Yorkshire?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
So kind of. Depends on where you know it, but I actually lived in a tiny little village.
Is this kind of hard rock country?
No, so in between the dales and the moors, it was actually quite flat.
Yeah.
But plenty of farm tracks and stuff. But if I wanted to get to a local town or something, it was like a 2-mile ride or something. So it's kind of a form of transport, but this is a plaything as well. But.
So you both sort of mountain bike based originally?
Yeah, that's how I started. Yeah.
Same with you, and because you do a bit of road now, don't you?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, training bikes we like to
training. Okay.
You're on the training bikes.
I turned to the dark side a lot later.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, you both now work in the bicycle industry.
Yeah.
Hannah, how did that come about?
So I went to uni. While I was at uni, initially I wanted to be a volcanologist.
Yeah, I guess
volcanoes.
Volcanoes, yeah.
But I got really bored of measuring rocks and looking at rock samples on the microscope and decided that actually I'm probably not very good at that. So then I decided I wanted to join the police.
Yeah.
So finished uni, got a job with Decathlon actually, while I was applying for the police. And then I had the opportunity to go work at a specialised concept store. So I actually
whereabouts was that?
Fort Dunlop in Birmingham.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so I ran a specialised concept store for a year and a half. I was waiting to get into the police. Got into police, was a police officer.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Wow, what, PC?
Yeah, PC, so response officer. When you're down 999 with the blue flashy lights, you might get me coming.
Right.
Yeah.
Surprised we haven't met.
But being in the police, actually I missed working with bikes. I missed doing something that involved your passion and something you really enjoy with work. Whereas police, it's a great career for a lot of people, but I think working with something you're really passionate about, you just get so much more out of your working day. So Yeah, I applied to Halfords actually.
Yeah.
As a assistant buyer. So I worked for Halfords for 3.5 years. I think most people in the bike industry at some point have done a little bit of a stint in Halfords.
How long ago was that?
4 years ago.
Right, because that was after the Schwinn days then.
Yeah.
Way after the Schwinn
Yeah.
days actually, yeah.
Yeah. Learned a lot about the industry, about kind of the commercial side of the industry. But again, wanted to do something where I could really kind of get in depth with product and with product that I really like using. Whereas with Halfords, you're buying for that customer, and that customer wasn't necessarily me.
Yeah.
So applied to Extra, kind of got to take on Crank Brothers. So.
So you've been at Extra a fair while now.
Yeah, nearly 4
Right,
years now.
okay.
So, yeah.
Well, we'll get on to Extra in a minute because that's your current situation. So what about you, Mark?
So I started the bike trade.
Yeah.
So I left sixth form.
Yeah.
Didn't go to uni mainly because I didn't bother to apply.
Yeah.
Didn't really know what I was going to do. Started kind of looking around for jobs. I was kind of working part-time in a local supermarket. Went to check out the jobs board in the local post office, and there was a job for a warehouse assistant for a bike parts distributor.
Right.
I applied, got the job, and it turns out the company was Zyro, which is now Zyro Fisher.
Yes.
It was when they were in their early days, so I started off when I was 19 packing boxes in their warehouse.
Yeah.
And kind of went from there. So I was there for 9 years, and during that time I kind of went from the warehouse into helping out in the warranty department, and then I ended up running the warranty department, and then kind of from that got into brand management.
So you've literally worked.
Literally started from the bottom.
If we were in America, you'd say you'd done the American dream.
Something like that. Yeah, the North Yorkshire dream.
Is there a British dream? No such thing as
It's
this.
been nightmares.
Yeah, plenty of them. So you ended up. How did you end up? Sorry, at Shimano.
So Shimano Madison. So I did 9 years at Zyro.
Yeah.
I did 3 years at ATV sales,
Yeah.
Mara and stuff like that. And then ended up. I applied for a brand manager's job at Madison.
Yeah.
And then they interviewed me. They ended up re-interviewing me for this for the Shimano brand manager's job.
Yeah.
Because I had experience working with Japanese brands and stuff like that before. And so I got off the job. So I started for Shimano brand manager, and Shimano grew and the department got bigger, became the senior brand manager, and then I ended up doing that for 9 years.
And that's a big cheese job, isn't it? That was.
Yeah, it was pretty big. The numbers on the spreadsheets are quite long and stuff like that. But it's,
what was it like? I mean, you used to see you sort of race support quite a lot.
Yeah, right. I mean, I used to do a lot of things, and as it grew, I kind of, everyone had to be a bit more specific. Because back in the end of the day, there was two of us doing the whole Shimano, and then I think when I left, there was 8-9 of us. So it was and I used to do little bits of everything from the events to tech support to all the kind of behind the scenes stuff that people don't normally see. But no, it's good. I enjoyed it. And it's a big brand, but at the same time, it's very specific categories and quite focused on what you do.
So you were Shimano, you are Crank Brothers, and you were. Then you've got the pedals, which people will always say you're either. Obviously there's other brands. They always say, oh, you're a Shimano or you're a Crank Brothers type clip-in. You two used to hate each other back in the day. Was it like major competition?
No, I don't think it was. I mean, actually, I used to use Crank Brothers when I was at ATV sales.
Yeah.
So I used them and then kind of switched to Shimano when I started in the Shimano job.
And your Crank Brothers skills, I have seen firsthand, and they're very impressive. Yeah. Because you can literally strip any of their pedals, put them back together. I bet you could do it blindfolded now. You've done that many of them.
We should have done that as a challenge.
Yeah, we should have.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't done it for a while because I've got an Owen. Owen Coots.
So Owen does what you used to do now at the races, at the sort of tech support.
Yeah, although he's in Australia, so this weekend I'll be at the Leisure Lakes demo.
What's he doing there? Holiday?
Yeah.
Is he? You're definitely paying him too much.
No, I let him go on holiday.
Yeah. And you enjoy working for Crank Brothers?
Yeah. It's been really good seeing the transition over the last 4 years. The company's completely changed. Yeah. The products have completely changed. So, it's been really great to be part of it and actually influence that kind of transition. So.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And what did you feel when you knew Mark was coming along? You're not her boss, are you?
No.
Or are you?
No.
Is Simon your boss? Or
No,
how does it work?
I've got 5 different bosses.
right,
It depends on which country and which brand or company. But,
Yeah, okay. So extra brands. Let's talk about extra brands now. Obviously, for those who don't
I'm
know,
not trying to remember them all.
yeah, a lot of people don't know. You've got to remember the sort of general public of riders.
Yeah.
They just go to shops and
Exactly.
they buy
They know the
whatever,
brands. Well.
they don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah.
So a distributor, in layman's terms, it's just the people who knock out the goods that the bike shop buys, really, aren't
Yeah,
they?
it's just part of the supply chain.
Yeah.
It's more complicated than that because we do things like the marketing and the events and so it's not just box shifting, but yeah.
So come on then, what are all the brands?
You want me to,
for
you
extra,
want me to know more, do you? So
Yeah.
we have Topeak, obviously Crank Brothers and Physique, which Hannah takes care of.
Yeah.
Maxis, Rapid Racer, Ergon. I'm kind of thinking of all the mountain bike ones here. Orange Seal, Sealants.
Yeah.
What else do we do?
Noon.
We do Noon. We do Cliff Bar.
Yeah.
Thanks for the help.
Cane Creek.
Cane Creek. That's quite a big one.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a bit.
Brooks.
Actually, Brooks. Yeah. What else do we do? I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think as well. No, I can't think.
It's, I think we've got 26 brands in total.
Yeah.
HJC,
And that's some quite impressive brands.
Yeah,
as well.
we've got some real nice, decent premium brands. And
how was it to go from somewhere where you're like completely focused on one brand to then suddenly be all these brands? Was that a bit of a weird transition?
No, it's not that difficult because Shimano's so big and covers so much areas. Shimano was very much broken down into different categories.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of almost treat each category as a brand in itself. So like Shimano shoes was its own thing, Shimano pedals was its own thing, and wheels was its own thing. So it wasn't really that much of a mix. And actually, if I say that Extra's got 26 brands, just so happens Shimano with 26 categories. So it's actually in terms of how it's all broken up, it's pretty similar. You're dealing with more people around the world and stuff, but actually that's more interesting than kind of just constantly dealing with the same old kind of quite small amount of people. So no, it's good.
So you were there obviously when you were doing all the intense stuff. Now they've gone over to Saddleback. Will you be going for another bike brand, do you think?
I don't think so.
No.
I think because it's Extra, we've got some really great P&A brands, and there's a lot more that we can do with the brands that we've got. So I think if we really focus on those brands, we can do a lot more rather than spreading ourselves.
I imagine as a distributor that a bike brand is probably the most difficult type of brand to deal with.
It's different. I mean, I haven't worked ATV sales. Obviously, we just did bikes rather than accessories. It is a very different setup in kind of terms of what you have to do in terms of the sales, the support.
Because if you've got a product, you've got
how you get the product to the
Yeah.
market, and it's bike sales is very much an annual thing. And so, a bike's kind of about some of its parts sometimes as well. So it's very different how you approach it. So I think Extra are a good P&A distributor, but for bikes probably not the number one priority right now.
No, exactly. So dealing with the magazines, that's something that interests me really. For obviously both of you have dealt with that. They must be sort of on your case all the time. Can you send this? Can you send that? Obviously, I've never done that.
No, of course you don't, Jim. No.
Is that a big part of your time dealing with the press?
It's an important part of the job, and when we've got new products, obviously we want to get those products out to the consumers, so the consumers know they're in the market, and then and also so it gets those consumers coming to the bike shops who buy from us. And I don't know, I quite like being a bit more proactive, and if we've got a new product, if we can give them a bit of a sneaky preview, then great.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I imagine there's a kind of, is there like a pecking list with these? I mean, does it start as the biggest ones or give it the most coverage?
No, not really. I mean, I've never kind of worked that way. You have a list of people you want to supply, and then you just send it out to those people that you think the product's relevant to. So it's not a case that you would go to, that one's got the most coverage, or focus on them sort of thing. So no, try and let everyone have an equal sort of share, and kind of off the back of that, you should hopefully get the maximum amount of coverage.
So you both sort of involved in marketing in a way, although you're not seen as marketers, you kind of are.
Yeah, it's part of it. Yeah.
Do you notice, I mean, it's really changing now, isn't it? Obviously, we're doing the video thing, and then you've got the likes of GMBN who are absolutely huge. Do you feel that it is changing over to that a bit?
I mean, it's more than a bit. You know, if I look at where we're going to put our money for marketing, is mostly digital and online. You know, unfortunately, the magazines are just getting smaller and smaller in readership, or even stopping. So you know, some mags are still important, and some mags are really nice. So you want to support them because you've probably known them for a long time. But ultimately, if you want the most for your money, you've got to go online, really.
Yeah.
But you've also got to change the way product comes to market. So it's not just about that kind of when you've got a product communicating it. Previously, we could have had a sample, to get it into the press. You can have a sample and talk to people about it, and then 4 months later the product gets into stock, and that lag wasn't as obvious. Now, because everything's so immediate, if we have a sample and then 6 months later the product comes out for the consumer, actually you lose a lot of impact. So it's affecting the whole industry. It's not just about how we tell the consumer, it's about how we develop product and timelines as well.
You deal a lot with embargoed stuff, sending things out to various. Do you notice that certain ones can break that embargo?
No, I've never really dealt with anybody that's blatantly broken embargo. I think most people respect it. That's never really been an issue. Some people might have got like the time zone wrong or something and done it.
I think that's the biggest problem with it sometimes, isn't it? Really?
No, we used to do the Shimano stuff. Shimano being Japanese used to specify it as midnight in Japan.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then work it out from there. Just because you have to have some. Especially as Hannah said, everything's online, so everybody wants to do it the second it's available, regardless of the time zone. They won't have online because it affects Google rankings and all that sort of stuff. So it's definitely changed.
The Google Analytics is massive now, isn't it? You almost everybody needs their own expert in that, don't they? You got like the likes of us lot who are just guessing. I say us, me. Right. Okay, weekends away. That's there must be some great perks in this job.
Weekends away working, you mean?
Yes.
It's pretty good. It's
do you get away as much as hers? You're always away, isn't it?
I kind of try not to. I kind of feel like I've done my time studying fields.
Yeah.
So I kind of still do the big events. So things like Fort William World Cup. It's everybody needs to be there. So it's kind of all hands to the pumps. But I try and avoid spending half my time studying fields at weekends. But saying that, I'm still doing several this year. So
what are your favourite events that you get out to?
Ones to actually go to. Fort William, I love it. Kind of every year it just manages to have a really great atmosphere. You kind of go there each year before it thinking, nothing's really changed. The course is the same. Even when you're on the pits, everyone's in the same place. You think every year it's a bit repetitive, but actually I think they get so many people there, the crowd gets so excited that the atmosphere just raises, and always the end of it, everyone's kind of happy and there's a good buzz about it. So that's always good. I think Hard Rock Enduro, that's come on massively. That's one of the biggest UK events now. And love going there. Seeing my mates and having a catch up. There's a social side of it as well. Even when we do things like the core bike trade show. It's seeing a lot of people.
I love core. Really like core.
That kind of thing. And there's been a change in events. Obviously the BDS isn't happening. That's going to change things. But you've got things like the Malverns coming along. So
I think there's
some good stuff happening.
There is a massive turnaround, isn't there, where things are going over to the likes of these one-off events. Yeah. What do you think about the way that's happening?
I think everyone's under so much time pressure now, and committing to a full series. I guess that's become a little bit more challenging. I used to really enjoy going to the British Downhill Series just because you'd get such great interaction with the riders. Okay, you might see very similar riders every round, but I always found that you actually got quite a good coverage out of it. It was always worth going to. But I do like the big one-off events because you can really focus and you can meet lots of people that you don't normally see. Hard rock. Sorry, I find it really difficult to drop the H.
I find it difficult to put it on.
Hard Rock and Fort William, and then Malverns as well. They're all in quite close proximity time-wise, but a great time of year, and it should kind of keep us all really reinvigorated. So
Brilliant.
yeah.
Future of mountain bike. I mean, that must be something you think about a lot, really.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because it does evolve continuously from wheel size, tyre, geometry, all that sort of stuff. But it depends how much you're talking about. The absolute future of kind of, is it evolution or revolution? I mean, I think the next probably big step is, yes, you've got e-bikes, but I mean, I've been saying for a while, and I've seen stuff with Shimano that electronics is going to become a lot more popular on a bike. So already you've got Di2 and gears, but I think there's so much more you can do to integrate stuff whereby everything on your bike will be kind of done by remote, probably without cables. Everything from your dropper post to your suspension lockout. You'll probably just have some kind of row of buttons that you want to press for everything. And there's even a possibility to kind of interact, with each other. So I think electronics will play a massive part, regardless of where geometry goes or tyre size or anything like that. I think you'll start to see a lot more people.
Do either of you see some exciting new products that are coming this year? Maybe is there anything you can hint at? On the spot. What about the Cane Creek? Is there anything there?
There's lots coming up.
Yes,
we've got a couple of embargo dates. One is the 9th of April, the other the 16th of April. So we've got some stuff to launch there. But there's lots happening with Cane Creek. It's quite exciting. We've got the helm fork, which is pretty new. Yeah. But they just seem to be really on it with products at the minute and kind of putting out some really
Trick looking products as well.
Yeah, there's some.
You sent me that lever.
The Opt. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a combined. You've got the dropper lever, and then on the top you've got the lever for the for your seat post, haven't you? No, the other way around. Sorry. Yeah, dropper post on the bottom.
Seat post.
The lockout on the top, and they just look nice.
Yeah, it's nice. And I think because it's like those guys, it is actually, everyone knows Cane Creek, but it's actually quite a small company. Yeah. But they're also all riders, so they know what they want. And they can literally make it themselves, there. So there's lots of prototype testing going on and lots of stuff. So we've got some exciting stuff coming.
Have you got either of you? Have you got any annoyances in your job? Anything that winds you up?
In my job, in general.
Or in general?
No, I mean.
I kind of wish there was like 10 days in a week. I think that, but it's always because there's. I think when you enjoy your job, it's very difficult to kind of stop your job. It doesn't start at 9 and end at 5:30. It never does, especially when you're combining what you really like doing and your job. So it's kind of not really an annoyance, it's just that I wish there was more time so I could do more.
Yeah, okay.
And then ride my bike more.
I would say something on that. If you look at real annoyance, one thing that bugs me is people that moan about the price of stuff. Yeah. Because actually, kind of, seeing the full price of stuff, no one's getting ridiculously rich, no one's ripping anybody off. It's just, stuff costs more because of lots of different reasons. It depends what it is, but everything's got an explanation behind it. It's when people go, £3,000 frame's expensive, when you actually understand what's behind it from the supply chain, it's not. It's way better than a product that's a similar price 5, 6, 7 years ago. And actually you don't need to spend £3,000 on a frame. You can spend £1,500 in a complete bike or something and still get a really great bike. It's just that most of the attention is always at the high end because it's an enthusiast sport, so everyone thinks a bike needs to be sort of 5, 6 grand. But it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't matter what you pay, you are getting decent value for money, so that works for me.
Yeah. And have either of you got like a bucket list? Have you got, what's your top bucket list of something you're going to do around riding? Like the ultimate thing you'd like to do, get away or whatever.
I really want to go and ride in New Zealand. Yeah. I went to Whistler last year and that was kind of on my bucket list as well, and I got to do it and it was brilliant. Had lessons over there, which was kind of like swelled my pride a bit, but best thing I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah, really improved my riding and enjoyed it so much better. Yeah, so New Zealand.
Yeah, anything for you?
No, I think probably go back to Canada, do more riding there. Yeah. I'll probably I think ideally if I could do anything, it'd probably just like literally get a van and spend the whole of the summer just going around Europe, just riding different places, that kind of thing. That'd be good.
If there was one thing you could have invented in mountain biking, what do you wish it was?
Could have.
I know what
or you had.
I would have invented a clip-in pedal, not called it clipless because it confuses everyone, and not had it called SPD because that's just a Shimano too.
Yes.
See how we
About
done
you.
that?
I'll go big. I should have invented the wheel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. That'd have been a while ago.
It would have been a while
Yeah.
ago. Yeah. It's the test of time, though. Yeah, it's really good.
So what that leaves us, we've got our quick fire questions.
So no explanation. You just want an answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
650 or 29?
650.
29.
Whoa. Downhill or enduro?
Trail riding.
Oh.
Enduro.
Trail riding. Yeah.
Yeah. Dirt jumps or pump track?
Pump tracks, I can't jump.
Yeah, no, that feeling.
So
Yeah. Fast and scary or techie and tight?
fast and scary.
Really techie and tight.
Oh. Racing or social riding?
Social riding.
Anti-social riding.
Yeah.
On my own.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Tea.
Right. Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Dogs.
Oh no.
Yeah, dogs. Dog. One's
There's a reason that I pulled a face in because we've got our little dog Red here.
You have
Todd,
to bring him
Todd,
up.
bring him up just so he can
Oh, he's a
star in
sweet-
it. He's woken him up as well. Here you are, sunshine. This is Red, and he's Puginese. And as you can see, he's highly trained killer. Be careful, honestly. Right, what have we got? Cars or motorbikes?
Cars. I can't be trusted on a motorbike.
Cars. Yeah.
Christmas or birthdays?
Christmas.
Both in the same month, so it's kind of doesn't matter really.
Unlucky.
No,
Fight or mediate?
depends on the situation.
Fight.
Burger or healthy? That's the last one.
Well, healthy because anything avocado is my thing.
Okay.
Burger with salad.
Yeah, ish, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for the interview.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
You're
Before we go, I just want to say it's a little shout out to a good friend of mine, Callum, who unfortunately last weekend had a nasty crash, broke his back, and is going to end up in a wheelchair now for the rest of his life. So with this edit there is going to be a link to his Just Giving page, and if you can give, that would be amazing. We're going to be getting involved in the future in any ways of raising money for him. So thanks a lot. Thanks for coming.
Cheers, Jim.
And keep it pinned. Thank you.